Well, back here at one of our favorite spots, the Parker Rooftop. Come check this great place out. It's at the corner of Howe and Pacific. Our next guest is an international award-winning director. She's a producer, she's a writer. Her latest film is a movie that I really enjoyed, and we wanted to have her on because it's now streaming worldwide on PBS. The movie is called Born to Lead, the Sal Aunese story. And joining us now is its director, Lara Slife. Lara, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
You are quite welcome, and thank you for this film. You know, I ought to tell you, I knew of this young man, and right off the bat at the beginning of your film, you have a quote which I think more than anything else sums up who this man was. And it's from John Quincy Adams. It says, "If your actions inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, and to become more, you are a leader." I think that sums up this young man. Tell our viewers who may not know the life of Sal Aunese.
Well, Sal Aunese was one of the first Samoans to take a down-and-out team at the University of Colorado to a national championship, only not necessarily the way you may think, because he gets stomach cancer, and the team rallies around him and his spirit, and ends up being able to lead in every way. In person, before he got cancer, and then after he got cancer, and when he passed away. But it is a really inspirational story. It's one of the greatest stories I've ever heard about, and that's why I ended up having to do it, because it was so amazing.
Yeah, I mean, this young man it's literally like if you're creating this young man out of central casting, because he comes up a blue collar, loving family. He's a star as a quarterback, and back then he's also acting as a running back. It's great to see, but he just gets the scholarship, and he chooses to go to Colorado, as you said, because it's a struggling school, and he wants to build something, which, as I said, he just seemed to have leadership pouring out of his skin at a very young age.
Yes, from 9 and 10 years old, he knew exactly where he wanted to go. He had leadership abilities, and when the kids were, out eating Pop-Tarts and, playing crazy games outside, he was working out at 9 and 10, doing push-ups and sit-ups. So he absolutely knew that he wanted to, that he was going to go somewhere, and that he wanted to, lead a team. He really wanted to build a team. That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Many of us aspire to be like that, but he just, as I said, lived and ate it and breathed it. And when he's at the university, one thing I didn't know about him, and you can tell us more about this, I thought a turning point when he's arrested. I mean, he's an all-star, he's the all-American kid, but he's arrested. And that seems to be a moment of contemplation where it's like, I have to be a bigger person, even though he's near perfect at that point.
Yes, and the coach also expressed that same thing. He basically said, listen, you've got a team to lead. You have to be better. You have to be bigger than this. Even though it might be racially motivated, you need to stand apart and do the right thing. So he definitely learned from this, even though, there were some things where he really didn't do anything. He went and he pulled down a poster in a kid's room, but it really, he shouldn't have gone to jail for it. But so, that's where we were then, I guess. It made the team like a very cohesive.
Yeah, and you see the guests, the interviews you have in this film, and again, as I said, they're older men now, but they still, the reverence that they have for Sal is so remarkable, that he led in so many different ways. That, Lara, I have to say, I love sports movies. Inspirational films like this get made because people do love them, and this is no exception. I want to congratulate you, and I want to mention too, George Antopoulos. Did I get Antopoulos? Did I get that last name or close?
Antonopoulos.
Antonopoulos, thank you. You two have put together a superb film. I want to remind everybody again, streaming worldwide on PBS now. More information, borntolead.com, and congratulations to Livin Large Productions.com. That's your company. And Lara, thank you very much for joining us to talk about this superb film.
Born to Lead Film. theatrical.com
Yes.
for more information. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Laura.